Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are live with the Baddy
Microphone
Overwatch
muted.
League 6, Week 8, Game 1, 50cc versus DDS, or as we all like to know, the 50 Cent Club versus Takamikur Death Squad. We are your hosts here tonight. I, myself, Utek, and with me is Albino Joe. Joey, how is it going, my brother?
It's going great. About to cast some games just after doing the pregame show here. DDS 50 Cent Club. I think this is going to be a really good match.
Hell yeah, man. No, I'm really excited because this is we're finally going to be seeing the best that the Baddy League can deliver. Going to be seeing the top two teams going head to head against each other. And you know what? Maybe we're going to see some cheeky plays from one team or the other. All I know is that whichever team loses is going to tilt off the face of the planet.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think 50 Cent Club's team is that big of a tilting team.
I mean, come on. They have the
DDS.
biggest tilter in the league, and that is 30.
Excuse me?
30 is the biggest tilter. He doesn't show it. He's like a puma. He lies in wait and just last thing you know, he comes at you.
That voice tames horses, man. Like, no.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. That guy tilts off the face of the planet. Just put him on Widow, and you know what? If he's missing shots, he's missing out. But all you gotta do is just hit your shots, and you're good. No, but
Wait a minute. Who's this Bart guy? Did I miss something?
So, 50cc did have to sub out Blanny, who was not able to play this week, and they were not able to get their bench player to play either. So they subbed in with Bark.
Oof. This is starting to look like it might be in favor of DDS. Depends on how the core of 50 Cent Club can handle the team here. But yeah, good defensive team comp here. 30 on that soldier hit scan player. McCree is being played by M-Siri. And yeah, good rest of the team. But Heron is in the skies on his comfort pick with Otterbotter sticking to him there. And pretty standard after that. Moira not so much, but good enough here. And the fight is starting.
And Bart on that Reinhardt, so they'll be playing on the ground game. But we got double hit scan going on into Heron's Pharah, and that's going to be very difficult for him. But with that pocket, should be able to side just a little bit. Canuck going in a little early. Free feet booping him back away, and we're going to be seeing the first stare down between the Reinhardts.
Yeah, Destructo's in the grill, but he's antied and he's just getting wrecked in the front line, but he does not fall. Heron is in the back, though, trying to get as many hits as possible. He is not able to pick anyone. No one's died yet. Oh, I'm taking it back. 30 got him. Big
hey, you know what? When you have two hit scans going in, but there's Free Feet getting demeched. Going to be a little less potent on this defense, but McCree... McCree getting taken down by dreaded DPS on that Hanzo. Heron back in the skies. They don't have a way to res, so... Oh, both the Reinhardts finally charging right into each other. HS0 going with the Coalescence. Attack Visor already coming out. Gonna try to take out dreaded DPS before he can use the Dragon Strike. Oh, missing out on the combo.
What the hell? Okay, Canuck already had a grab about a minute and 10 seconds in. That is absolutely insane. This point is going to go in favor of DDS very easily here. Free feed demeched. There's no hope after that.
Well, especially since they were running that D.Va, they're just a Zarya player farm. Oh, McCree being super cheeky in the backline, but going to be punished a little bit for it. Oh, also Heron. But they're gonna get rezzed up. But as I was just about to say, Zarya can farm up or grab so much onto a D.Va because there's no way to just block out any of that damage from a beam.
Yeah, you just gotta stand behind your Reinhardt shield, but he was not doing that, it seemed. But yeah, push continues here. Double hit scan still out. Heron's still on that Pharah. Yeah, you have ultimate, but good luck using it here, bud. He's trying to get in back of the team here. MC Reed does fall, that's big. And Justice doesn't find anyone. Heron dies to himself. Okay, cool story, bro. Bad play of the... Hey, you asked for bad plays, Utek, that's one.
Well, I guess it could be. But already a hammer down coming out from Destructive Deed. Gonna just... Oh, gets a great great charge, but it doesn't gonna matter too much. The nano boost already on the charge back. Bark not gonna get any use out of that.
He charged away and nano boosted.
Well,
What?
the nano boost came in after the fact that he was charging out, so it was a bit of a misplay on Scarlet, but it's very interesting, very interesting. Both for a hot minute there, we had both sides opting to go with the Reinhardt, and then not necessarily a Zarya, but just another off tank. So definitely enjoying the use of the Rein with the Rein shield.
Yeah, the Dakimakura Death Squad running the pretty much dive tanks here. They're kind of falling apart, but they're able to get some picks here. Ult advantage very heavily in 50 Cent Club. And Canuck just falls? What is going on in this game?
Staggered deaths. Staggered deaths. One thing that 30 is able to do is he's just able to wiggle waggle into your back line. No
Destructive's still a baby.
Yep. He's just gotta. He just needed to just run off the edge, get his mech back. But 30 just able to get in your back line, get those crazy flanks, and since he gets into a position where people have a hard time just contesting where he gets to. Oh, and there's Canuck missing the jump onto the parapet.
Ooh, big shatter, but no one's there to capitalize on it. Bark, you did good, but you didn't do good enough here to get a... Okay, you did good enough. You stopped the whole entire push. Good job.
See, the nice thing about 50cc is that all you have to do is... oh, are you opening a beer?
I'm just making sure Heron hears this, even though he's not watching.
Yeah, no, Heron, if you're out there, buddy, know that there may or may not be drinking going on, and it may or may not be Albino Joe.
Glub,
but
glub.
we're seeing a great shatter come out of Bark. All he's got to do is just displace enough people and let the DPS do the rest. Simple. Oh, and a blade coming in. Heron getting taken out.
Ooh, Scotch falls off and can't save the team from the blade. Heron getting in the back line does find AJ as 0, but that's not going to be enough to take this point. They need to get more people here. 30 falls, Scarlet falls. The charge comes through. He does find Otterbotter, and I think that's going to be a dead push from the attack if they can get back to the cart here. Wait.
Yeah, no, I think you're getting confused because 50cc is definitely losing out on these fights.
Oh my gosh.
Dakimakura Death Squad is definitely winning. We saw that Heron got out tranced, but was still able to find one kill. And that's able to allow them to push, and Scotch is the only one really contesting, while everybody else on 50cc is still spread out there. They're just staggering themselves.
Yeah, it just doesn't look too good. A big ult comes out. What? Freefy uses his bomb after the bomb of Destructive went off. What just happened? I'm so confused. Why would you bomb there?
This is the Baddy League for a reason. You know, bad plays all around, and hopefully we got a good angle of that so we can put it in the bad play reel.
These are the best two teams, and I've seen so much silly shit happen. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh.
Maybe it could have been just because Freefy wanted to get rid of it. And we see Dreaded DPS using the Dragon Strike to try to displace anybody. 30 on the Junkrat, taking out Canuck already. Junkrat has been so effective with the new changes that's been happening to armor and what they've done just with his projectile speed. So, just amazing effectiveness coming out of 30.
Yeah, and they're able to push the line way farther up. It's Bark just kind of in that front line, doing what a main tank should do very well here. Just pushing them back, and the DDS does have to retreat as they're down too many people here in the picks. They're looking for picks. 50 Cent Club can't find them though.
And Dreaded DPS going on over to the Reaper as they're going to switch onto the Ryan Zarya comp. 60 seconds left on the clock, although ults are in favor of the side of 50 Cent Club. And all they have to do, if they can get a quick push going, maybe they can go for a second one. But
fire in the hole!
Out.
Trace can't protect that Scotch! No! Scarlet dies, Park dies! Oh my gosh, Canuck is in the grill, Freefy gets hooked, but he still has bubble. Oh man, this is such an easy push for DDS here. I think they're going to cap on this.
No, here comes the tire from 30, but gets taken out by
Oh!
Heron with the bomb lobbing. And they're going to continue on with this fight. Hopefully this Reaper can stay on point. He is the only one that is the last person they need to stay destructive. Dude, on that Reinhardt, going to swing away, see if he can get something, but he is outmanned. He should be taken down with 5 seconds left on the clock. No one should be able to touch that point as they push on forward in this aggressive defense. And 2 points on the board for Dakinkur Death Squad.
I'm speechless. I don't know what to think about that ending there. MC Ree was totally in a hiding place, uncontested, able to do some pogger shit. And then what? Bark was on the point along with AJS 0 in back of him with the Kamehameha going. No, sorry. Was that Scotch? I don't even know. Scarlet. Someone was playing Moira.
Scarlet. Probably Scarlet. Scarlet is their main healer.
Got it. Scarlet was in the back with the Kamehameha keeping him up, and that just totally won the point. Won the point defense there. That's big. UTech, help a brother out, man. These teams, they're confusing me.
You know, you just gotta flip them around now as we go into the attack and offense. Gonna be seeing maybe some interesting lineups coming out of the Dakinkur Death Squad, opting to go with the Ashe and Hanzo with a Baptiste and Mercy. So this could actually be really interesting. Since they're opting to sacrifice the defensive ult to just go full on out big dick with their DPS, and we're also seeing dive tanks coming out of 50cc, so this might actually play into the favor of the Dakinkur Death Squad.
Yeah, 50cc is kind of like a brawly jump around comp. Scotch is going to be left to fend for himself here with the double hit scan, expecting some sort of a... Wait a minute. Oh no, the dive's coming in. Never mind. Brawly, Freefy is already on the point here. They're going to draw everyone. Destructive Dude knows better. He is not going back. Arc gets into the grill of the back line. Heron is in trouble, kind of. Bark is in trouble, never mind. Oh my god. Freefy dies. Okay, UTech take... this is such a weird comp.
No, it's... I can see what they're trying to do. They're going with the ball monkey jump, and we're seeing just so much damage already getting pushed out by Heron. Also with those dynamites, those TNTs, getting a lot of damage, just anyone who has armor. And so Destructive Dude doing his part to just make sure the front lines stays there, and they don't have to worry about it there. Alright, MC Ree getting taken out on the Widow, and also Heron just out DPSing. If you just look at Heron, he already has those Dragon Strikes. He's just hitting those shots. Whoa, Heron again taking out Scarlet.
Holy shit!
Just doing it one at a time, and you know what? If you have that damage boost and you're just launching logs, hey, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, I mean, Heron's accuracy is scary on that the Hanzo there, and he's got dragons. Ult advantage right now in favor of DDS. Freefy doing the same strat that they were planning on doing before, touching the point at least, letting him know that he's there in the back line. But MC Ree falls. And they're still pushing. Freefy trying to get into the grill of the team.
As going to be able to get out. But they do have a few ults on board. MC Ree switching on over to the Tracer. This is going to definitely be some ult fights coming on next. Attack fights are already coming out at 30. So they're going to try to counter it with Bob. Maybe he can do something just to keep them off the back line, making sure no one can really do anything. And Scotch getting taken out by Heron. Great shot coming out of Heron. And Dreaded DTS. Oh! Looks like it doesn't even have to shoot when you have Bob.
Yeah, and you know, you were saying before that DDS doesn't have a defensive ult, and it would be nice if they did, but I haven't seen them in a sketchy position, and the team, 50 Cent Club doesn't have that much that's scary, except for the proximity mines. Oh god!
But it's not going to matter too much because they were able to put out the emo field, the lamp, against everybody. But, oh, a great Dragon Strike into the grab, but it doesn't really matter because they killed everyone else before the Dragon Strike even really landed. And, alright,
questionable trance there.
We need to look at the composition of 50 Cent Club. 30 switch on over to the Sombra. Is going to see if he can get maybe a cheeky hack and try to build up to that EMP. But even then, all their DPS is going to be focused on if, well, actually, they're going to be playing on over to that EMP Shatter since Park switched on over to a Reinhardt. But Freefy is going to be punished every single time since the side of Dakinkura Death Squad is able to pump in so much damage, especially with that Hanzo.
Yeah, and MC Re also switched way earlier in the fight, I believe, to that Tracer here. So it's a very strange composition right now coming out of 50 Cent Club. Don't know what to think about it, but Freefy is always the initiator there. He slams him up, but nothing is followed there. MC Re trying to get into the back line, shooting some people, does do the recall. And this is the farthest that they've gotten so far. Scotch does get picked off, proximity mines are dropped, and ult out of Heron can't find anyone. And this is their best chance. So Hammer down does find Freefy, but a massive EMP from 30 knocks people down. Bark knows what to do after that. The disco ball is keeping people alive, including Bob. But Freefy is able to knock him out, but it doesn't matter. It's down. AJS Geo falls. Last person in there, I can't even see his name, but they're going to die soon, I'm sure. Dreaded DPS. Good job, buddy.
And that was a fantastic EMP shatter out of both Bark and 30, because I'm pretty sure you have to say 30 just was like, hey, you EMP now, and just right at the same time EMP shatter, because he did have his shield up, but after that EMP got out, ooh, that just sealed the deal.
Yeah, man, and this Bark, you know, it's somewhere between the communication or, you know, Bark's game sense there. But, you know, that it speaks volumes. You know, you EMP, you shatter. You know, if you can do that, you're halfway to being like an excellent Ryan player there.
Oh, dreaded DPS! Dreaded DPS! What are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, is that 3 dinks in a row?
That is 3 dinks in a row, no one even. And look at that, he's just going to get taken right back up. AJS0 resin up his buddy as they're going to continue on with this solid defense, taking the high ground.
Oh my god, that is absolutely disgusting. What the fuck is this guy? Who is this guy? I want to meet him. Holy shit.
You know, he's just very good at Overwatch, and you know what? Maybe he's just a very good Widow player.
3 headshots in a row, UTech. That is nuts. That is probably play of the game. We're gonna see that again.
And we see Canuck jumping down just to contest the cart, and Bark jumping on up to see if he can contest the cart. MC retaking out Dreaded DPS. That is their big sniper player. See if they're gonna give a little bit more ground. And Bark being taken out as they push in. A deep bomb coming in, but it doesn't matter because everyone's just going to be able to run away. And that should create enough space for the side of Dakinkura Death Squad to hold this. Well, Canuck's going to sacrifice himself for this defensive push, but that's really about it. Oh, MC Re being punished for his cheeky flank, trying to get a solid positioning, but not solid enough.
Well, hey, something to note, there's been a lot of changes on 50 Cent Club here. They've gone full dive, 30 is off of that Sombra there. And Scarlet was able to switch to Anna as well last minute here. And they have a lot of ults. Ult advantage is kind of in their favor, especially that Transcendence is going to be very important since actually on both teams. Otterbotter also did switch off that Baptiste. It's going to be really big. Heron does a good EMP on the team, but not that many people are there. Canuck is there, but Otterbotter's only keeping him up. AJS0 is there as well. Bark trying to stagger the team. Be more brawly here. Both self-destructs go out, and Destructives is the only one that matters. And 50 Cent Club doesn't have a leg to stand on as they lose this map.
Victory.
Yeah, very interesting, but hey, look at that! DDS wins!
Wow.
I want to see who gets this play of the game. Oh, it's
yeah!
DPS.
It was the 3 dinks!
Dreaded DPS!
Oh my Christ, just headshots.
I want to see this. Can he get it? Can he get it? Doesn't even have to look. Oh, smooth as silk.
He doesn't even need the full duration. The first half of that was him dicking around. The last half was actually the play of the game. Amazing play.
Man, how does he do it, man? How does he do it? Must have like a super low sense on that aim.
Man, either that or he plays. What's that game called? Osu?
Yeah, we're just gonna say Oso.
Yeah, that one.
I want you to just keep saying Oso, even though that's wrong.
Oso, dude. I'll say it. I'll say it all day. Somebody stop me, I dare you. It's Uwu? I bet he plays Uwu.
Yeah, it's probably Uwu. And I played the
Man.
expansion. Played the Ayaya expansion.
Oh, bro, though, like that was a pretty good map. That was fun to watch. A lot of swaps from both teams, and 50 Cent Club just can't deliver. Even though Bark looks to be very competent in his role as a main tank.
Yeah, just not finding just that small hint of success that they have found before in different weeks, and it could be that. I mean, definitely seeing the backline being completely punished, both Scotch and Scarlet just getting taken out in a lot of these fights so early on, and good on the Dakimakura Death Squad just getting all these kills.
Yeah, Dakimakura Death Squad bringing death, and Dreaded DPS and Heron as your two DPS players is. After seeing both of them play, Dreaded is getting more of the plays of the game. Sorry, Heron. But I mean, both of them are really, really good. And then Destructive, we know he's a seasoned main tank at least. Canuck is shown to play Hammond like a freaking god there. Yeah, DDS just they have the team. I don't know, man. I think they might overtake 50 Cent Club at the end of the season in map wins. That's my prediction. Not throwing shade. I'm just making a prediction.
I mean, hey, all they need is this win on Volskaya and then win on Nepal.
Yeah, okay, so the sweep. All they need is a sweep. Got it.
Hey, man, it's definitely doable. This is the week to do it, since they are 50 Cent Club is subbing a player, so this could be their chance to clinch it. Not saying we should blame Blanny for this, but
we can blame him. That's fine. All right, Canuck in the grill of the team. Destructive Dude on the side here. Canuck does fall. That's going to be a pretty dead push unless miracles happen from DDS here. A lot of heals going on to Destructive in that front line here. They are able to break Free out of his Diva cage. Dreaded DPS is trying to find headshots, but Bark is on him, knocking him off that high ground. Destructive is there to bully Bark back off. The push kind of slows down here. Canuck trying to get into the high ground, does do a super drop. Heron is there as well, and three of them die. Their healing pool is gone here, as Scotch and Scarlet are the first to fall in that group, and that's going to be a point cap from Dakimakura Death Squad.
Yeah, a great setup on Canuck, able to roll up. And also Heron just initiating that, because Heron diverted their attention. Canuck came on in, jumped him on up, and then you had a third person, Destructive D, just following up there, adding 3-3. And they were just able to get that clean team kill.
Yeah, the mega bonus from that too is that DDS has a massive ult advantage here. No ults, they'll be coming, but they're not up right now on 50 Cent Club. But Diva Bomb does not find a single soul. Destructive, that was pretty poor there. Sorry, bud. But Heron's there to do some ults. AJ0 is in the sky doing ults. Freefy's out of his mech. A lot of things are happening here. Dragons are flying as well. Not, it's a zoning ult there. Yeah,
but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, no, it doesn't really matter. Just one mad monkey out of Bark really not wanting to give away point B. And even though they used all those ults on the side of the Dakimakura Death Squad, they weren't even able to get a tick.
Yeah, that shows it. Ult economy is important for sure, but depends on what ults you have and how you use them. That if Destructive Dude found at least one body with that self-destruct, I think that could have gone differently. But since it was so poorly placed, that didn't really do much for the team.
Oh, look at this! MC Re switch on over to the Brigetti, and they're running triple support with only a single DPS.
Yeah, interesting. Diva Bomb doesn't find anyone, but Dreaded DPS is down. That pushes over from DDS, and yeah, triple support. For those two dive tanks, it's important to keep them up. Scotch on that Lucio for the defensive ult mainly, maybe. But they're pushing hard. Holy crap, they're going all the way to their spawn. Destructive Dude is in no man's land right now, as he is just getting D-maxed. Canuck is trying to save him, but I don't know if that's going to work. He's deep, very deep in the enemy lines. Destructive is out of mech. Dreaded DPS dies, gets resurrected. That was a good stall out of 50 Cent Club there.
And we're going to be seeing Heron switching on over to the Pharah since they don't have much in terms of hit scan, but 30.
Early ult from 30 there. But he finds AGS!
No!
Why'd you walk into that, you dumb fuck?
He just walked into that.
Oh! Oh my god. These plays, man. Sorry for the explicit F-bomb there, fam. Are we allowed to swear here? Is this child friendly?
This is not child friendly.
Ult advantage! Massive ult advantage for 50 Cent Club. They cannot lose this for another 2 minutes. There's no way.
Massive throbbing ult advantage coming out of the 50 Cent Club. As they're going to be just ramming in this defense into the ass of Dakimakura Death Squad. And they're gonna look at that.
Diva bomb.
Dude jumping out with the deep bomb, but
again,
a great sound barrier provided by Scotch to keep everybody alive. Underbound are going to be a very offensive Zen ult, but not getting too much value out of it as people on the side of 50 Cent Club aren't getting too much free feed, getting nano boost, taking out Dreaded DPS before you can even get any value out of that visor, and we're going to be seeing a clean sweep of a defense out of the side of Dakimakura's Death Squad, and holy crap!
Yeah, I would say the ult advantage is what won them, but I think both teams used maybe the same amount of ults. Maybe?
Well,
I don't know.
Look at it this way. They know that 30 is just able to be so effective as DPS player. They're running that triple defensive, so their front line is just getting healed up so effectively every time. They can just brawl on the points if they know they have to come to them.
Yeah, Dreaded DPS switched to that Widow if anyone didn't see, but man, a lot of ults being used right now with DDS. Heron falls, AGS0 is very low, but it doesn't, I don't know if it's going to matter right now because 50 Cent Club is only 3 people on point. The Diva mech comes out, but there's no shield to guard against it. Canuck dies. And Destructive's D-mech'd here. That is probably what the team needs to be able to come back and stall long enough. 4 people are on point. They need to contest right now, 50 Cent Club does. DDS has a lot of bodies on cart, but one of them is a baby Diva, and that's not going to look good for them. Canuck is trying to defend Destructive so he gets back in his mech.
So you have to forget upping that Valor, trying to make sure everyone stays nice and armored, as it's going to be that much harder to get in. Freefy taking out Outerbound, and that is one domino down. And a big ult maybe taking out Scarlet. That is one piece of the puzzle that they might be able to get. Destructive Dude doing his damnedest on that Diva mech to try to at least get one person. Maybe he's not going to be able to take out MC Re on that Brigetti as everybody else is routing. 30 just popping off. As I'm focused too much on Destructive Dude. We should be talking about 30, man.
Yeah, man. 30 solo DPSing that team into victory. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful when you can run 3 support and it's not one of your tanks that switches, you know?
You know, I think we need to really talk about something. All they got to do is go after 30. He's on the high ground. Get him off the high ground. That's easy.
Yeah, they're not running that. They're not running the dive though, UTech. They're not running the dive. They got Destructive off that Diva onto Ryan. They got Canuck off the Heron onto Zarya. Big switches here in the last minute and a half of the match. And Heron's the only one with an ult. Take that back. Otterbotter has one. But Scarlet falls right away, and that's going to be big. Sights comes out of 30 and Heron both, and they are shooting, auto-botting at everyone, but they're not able to kill anyone. Oh my gosh. HAS0 does fall, but they have the beat to keep the rest of the crew up here. DDS has the winning advantage. They should get this. Maybe.
And this just shows you the complete effectiveness of what a Brig can do and why she needs to get banned from the game.
Dude, Brig? Brig doesn't need to get banned, man. She's just Brig. MC Re, man. Look at him. Just playing that rod everywhere.
Yeah, see, they're running triple support, and all they gotta do is try to kill 30, but he's just gonna run a Mei and run a stall comp. That's all he's gotta do. Look at that. Look at that. Stall comp.
Oh dear. You fucking called that, dude. I mean, just go for the win, not for the stall, right?
Well, because here's the thing. They know they're able to win it out as long as they just freeze everybody in place, and they can just do general damage. Oh, but McCree getting taken out already! And maybe that's all they gotta do. That's 2 healers down. This could be it. This could allow them to actually get the second point. 30 taking out Dreaded DPS. Maybe that's not too much. A big Graviton Surge getting 30. 30's gonna be safe and sound within his ice block, but everyone's getting taken out. Bark on the Hammond. Gonna try to just do what he can to still play roly-poly around the point. And a big shatter just to keep people off the point. Bark gonna try to contest as much as he can, just slowly but surely. Finally dies. Scotch dies with him. Creepy just getting pummeled off the point. Is that gonna continue on? Maybe? Just juking with the Diva mech. And 30 gonna just do what he can. Everybody just coming in slowly and slowly and slowly. If they can just... Oh, it gets knocked off the point just for a fraction of a second, and that's all they needed.
Man, yeah, great cap there out of DDS, but, you know, I think Heron switched to Pharah close to the end there, after he was playing Soldier. It would be nice to have a hit scan. You know, 30 switched to the Mei. I think you definitely called it, and maybe that's the right play to do, but wouldn't a hit scan be better there?
Well, think of it this way. They know that they're going to be playing long spawns for the attack, and someone who can just kind of stay on the point that much longer and just prolong the fight. Since they are running that triple support, that really plays more into their favor.
Hot damn. You guys read too much strat tech, man. I'm too bad at that shit.
They just gotta get good, Joey.
I gotta get good. I got placed. I'm at like 26 SR, 2600 SR, I should say, not 26.
Dude, weren't you diamond before? Man.
I'm working on it. I'm washed up, UTech. I'm washed
How
up.
the mighty have fallen.
All right, these teams: Daki Makura, Death Squad, running Heron on the Sombra for defense. Is that common?
No, that's for defense. That can actually work really well. If you look back on point, to the left of point when you're on defending side, there is a mega health pack that you can play a lot of defense positions within that room, and if you're able to hack that health pack, that's that much more healing you're getting. Also on top of that, they're probably expecting a ball out of the side of 50cc, and so that's gonna be that much more effective just against the ball play.
But they ain't running it. Bark on the Rhine, Freefy on the road. I like the offense's team here, but Scarlet almost dies there. But she just barely ekes out and lives.
Ooh, Heron
does fall. And so does Dreaded DPS, the 2 DPS of the team. Easy push out of 50 Cent Club here. Destructive and Canuck have to be the main damage here. Outerbotter can help, but it's happening.
Gonna have to play like, you know, on and off, see what they can do, but Canuck opting to just run away. And a fast take for the side of 50cc. Definitely those picks on the side of Heron and Dreaded DPS just is very detrimental to them.
Yeah, 7 minutes to cap this next point. Headshots out of Dreaded and Heron apiece. It's going to stall this attack just a little bit, but stalling a 7-minute push is not saying a lot.
Well, as I said, we got 7 minutes, so go grab another beer, go grab some water. We're going to be in here for a little while, but Freefy already using his ult hog to take out Destructive. Dude, that should make an opening for them as they push on to the point. Heron up top, having the high ground. They have double snipers. Scarlet, a big pick getting taken down, one of the big healers. But we're going to be seeing, all right, Heron getting definitely outplayed by Junkrat, but it doesn't matter because this defending side should be able to just route out everyone else as they scatter on into the wind and try to go for their next approach.
Yeah, 50 Cent Club there, you know, yeah, they got the pick on, who is that? Destructive dude with the Roadhog from Freefy there, but there are 5 still. Oh my gosh, Scotch ult, and he has the heal aura on still? Okay, switch to boost. They're moving faster now. The shield is gone though. Weird flex, but okay.
It doesn't matter because Dreaded DPS and Heron, they're both just popping off as they're going to be getting some ult charge feeding off of Freefy on this hog as he's going to try to attempt to jump off. But it doesn't matter because he's just a fat sack of health. Whoo!
Man, I'm assuming
right.
that was a misplay. I'm assuming that was a fat finger on that ultimate there, and they just tried to roll with it and it didn't work out. Because that was bad.
You kind of have to commit at that point.
Yeah. If you have a massive shield, you gotta do something with it.
No, but we're gonna see. Already 5 minutes in. That's already 2 minutes out of the 7 minutes defense. Let's see what happens.
Man, MC Ree finds Heron. That's gonna be a big pick here for the offense, as the 50 Cent Club is getting into the grill of the Dr. Kurt Death Squad. And Shatter finds absolutely no one. Sorry, Destructive, but he does find MC Ree. There was a charge in there, I believe. Dreaded DPS just popping the fuck off right now. Like he does! Destructive kills another. That's gonna be the end of this push, I believe.
Yeah, just same thing with what was happening on the defense of 50cc. All these DPS players have the high ground, and since they're running that slow push with the Reinhardt, with the Zarya, you know, it's, yeah, you can do it, but when you're going down a long hallway, you're leaving your allies very, very vulnerable.
Yeah, like, especially against, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I can't get over Dreaded DPS, man. Like, this Widow play is what I fear in, like, quick play. And he just does it. He does it well. Grab keeps him there, and there's the Hanzo ult.
Oh, I was thinking, oh, was he too close? Oh man, I was a little worried there.
It's too close. He was definitely too close for Freefy, but Freefy does get picked off on the tail end. Wow, great communication there. Little too close, but eh. Good enough, close enough for government work, right?
Close enough, indeed. Indeed, comrade. But definitely seeing more ults on the side of the 50cc. They're gonna go with, they have a nano and they do have a shatter, and hopefully they can build up a grab fairly soon. They're just gonna be waiting for their ult advantage and try to press Qs at the right time. Gonna continue on with this approach. Dreaded DPS laying down some pot shots to keep people up. Canuck on that Zarya trying to build as much as he can to get another grab going.
Yeah, but
MC retaking out Heron.
Ooh.
And everything's going on the other way. This could be the opening of that 50cc needs. And
Oh,
shatter coming out. It doesn't
Put the
matter. Another hammer coming out from Destructive Duke, but only taking out one. But it doesn't. But oh, doesn't even matter because the front line of 50cc is holding strong as they continue on with this attack. Good just yes though. Oh, popping off and being able to take on AJS0 using the Kamehameha to keep them all healthy and alive. And even though they were able to get those 2-3 picks so early on, no cigar at the end because Dreaded DPS is up in the skies, shooting everybody like flies.
That kill feed looked like Heron and AJS versus the world there. Like, there was a very clear advantage in favor of 50 Cent Club at the start of that. And those two players seem to be like the key turning points to keep that in the favor of Dr. McCurd Death Squad there. Great plays.
But Free Feet does have an ult. 30 switched on over to Tracer. Gonna see if he can. Oh, Dreaded DPS taken out. And that's actually.
Why is he so good, UTech?
Well, first of all, we need to look at the position of where Dreaded DPS is. I actually had no idea until today you could actually jump on top of there. So that is good to know for any aspiring snipers out there. And everybody on Dr. McCurd Death Squad is just pushing them on in. And we're already in a minute and a half in this 7-minute defense.
This is so silly. Like, Dreaded and Destructive filled that kill feed. Destructive just pushing that line forward, and Dreaded just giving him the cover to make him do it. Like, it seems like that team can cover shit in duos. Heron, pick on MC Reed. Who's going with them? Dreaded DPS, go up there, get another headshot so I can say duo thing, you know? Yeah, it's not happening. Oh no, never mind. There it is. 2 peas in a pod there, UTech. You see that? 2
peas in a pod. And every time that they get those picks, when they just try to approach, it just makes it that much harder for them to like just get a full push going on.
Yeah, staggered. 50 seconds. They're in one push territory. It's getting dangerously close to that, but the ult advantage is so in favor of DDS there. They pop the sights early right there as soon as Dreaded got it. And this is, I think this is the final push.
Yeah, good to see. And a big grab coming out with the Dragon Strikes that should finish everybody up. They don't have a defensive ult out of Otterbotter, and it's gonna be really hard. They're gonna have to push really hard. Bark has that shatter. Freefy has the grab, and already a really nice shot. We're gonna see Dreaded DPS getting taken out as well, but it's not gonna matter because they're gonna get right on back. Gonna have to try to speed right in. Maybe
5 seconds.
He's gonna have to charge.
Bark charge. Okay, they got on. They got on. They're contested, but it doesn't. Ah! The Earth Shatter, the charge, the Kamehameha, the Pulse Bomb, and it wasn't enough. Wow, DDS is looking so strong in these matches.
That's a 7-minute defense there, man.
Big.
7 minutes.
Play of the game.
Oh, Heron.
Yeah, it's that grab, man. You remember that grab? I remember that grab. I was there.
I remember that grab.
There it
Last
is.
grab of the game. That's all she wrote.
Woo! Oh,
Spicy.
man.
And still gets another. Oh, didn't get to see it on MC Re.
Yeah, he got it eventually. Ah, man, that is crazy. These two DPS double snipering it out for the defense on Volskaya's second point. That, it just, I don't have words, man. Like, all these plays that are coming out of Heron and Dreaded DPS here are just so on point, and you know they're making the clutch plays when it matters.
Man, that was a full 7-minute hold, dude.
Yeah,
7 minutes.
I mean, granted, second point Volskaya, you know, second point any assault map, you can hold for 7 minutes. You know, that first point is the one that you kind of just admit that, you know, you're giving it up, right?
Oh, definitely. But it doesn't matter now because this is the fight. You remember when we said before how there was, if they get a clean sweep, they get in first place? Well, if they win this one, Dakimakura Death Squad wins one, they get in first place in the league so far.
I wonder if the Overwatch gods know that this isn't going to map 3 and they just started with Bang Sanctum because of that. Is that bad mannering right now?
I mean, you just have to sacrifice a virgin and 5 goats, maybe a body pillow.
Ooh.
I mean, that's the most valuable out of all of those.
The Dakimakura is the most important part.
Hell yeah, dude. Which, oh yeah, you did go to Japan recently. Did you get a body pillow by chance?
No. UTech, if I got a body pillow, would I admit that to the world on a stream?
Yes. Yes, you would.
No, I didn't get a body pillow. No.
No, but seriously, it's all right. No, but stream's muted. You know, you can tell me.
Wait,
It's
asking?
safe here. It's
No!
safe here.
This is not. This is the internet. It's not a safe space. It's the internet.
Anyway, let's hop into the game. We are in Nepal, and looks like both teams are going to be running some mainstays. Bark on that Orisa, Freefy on that Hog. Gonna be seeing some hooking action and see who can displace who in the giant pit of death.
Yeah, man. Both teams running Hog right now. And it seems like the Dakimakura Death Squad is going more brawly as 50 Cent Club is going more together with Bark on that Orisa, playing the shield, being around that. Falls very quickly though. Destructive Dude is able to rip that apart with as a hog hook. He tries to hook Scotch into the pit, but it doesn't work. He's a Lucio and he couldn't get to the pit. But Otterbotter and Dreaded DPS are falling here. 50 Cent Club is just making their way as a death ball. The hook again, well not again, it's from Freefy there. And he's able to pick off MC Re in that point. Or sorry, not MC Re. I don't know who he picked off. They get the point. Doesn't matter.
I mean, definitely two interesting hooks out of Destructive Dude. I mean, he had the intention there, but he was way too far away from the edge to actually get those hooks.
Yeah. I liked him, but he's too far. And the same thing happened to Freefy too,
but
but
a
he's able to
tire
deliver.
already coming
Tire
out
the
of
back
Barrett.
line does
Oh, big baby!
Jesus Christ, kid! Why are you like this? Oh my gosh, this is so in favor of Dakimakura Death Squad here. Canuck is able to find Bark, and that's just going to be a cap as the rest of the team of 50 Cent Club runs away, 30 getting picked in the tail end.
Out of Destructive Dude, as they actually elect to switch Canuck onto the Orisa. So they're doing a bit of a mirror match as they get points on the percentage board. And you know what? All they need to do is just utilize that Junkrat, just because they know this is a slow-moving comp, and they can just keep pumping out damage. But 30 getting a great kill on Red DPS, and they're going to aggressively push with this beat being dropped.
Scotch, get off the field! Do the boost! You did the ultimate as Lucio! Oh my gosh, it doesn't matter. The rest of the team is there. Freefy gets booped off and takes someone with him! Autofire, you poor soul! You got revenge there, but Destructive Dude trying to get people off the point. He's able to get hooked and interrupted. 30 does an ultimate from the high ground. That's going to be a cap for 50 Cent Club. Too much screwy shit happened that fight. Holy shit. Oh my god, that is nuts. Did you see that? Did you see Otterbotter get booped and then hooked the... Whatever the fuck happened there?
I did. I saw it so hard that I'm not gonna even talk about it. So we're gonna keep going, and having bongos dropped on both sides. Red DPS gonna get taken out before he can utilize that Deadeye, and they're just gonna be playing the poke game. HS0 with a very aggressive res gonna be.
Tire.
Oh, but the tire. Red DPS. Oh, gets the stun off before he gets taken out on that hook. And even though they're trying to boop Freefy into the air, he's just gonna utilize in-game physics to just, you know, use his momentum to just go right on forward, go right on back.
Otter's got the moves to get out. Do they? Oh my gosh, he gets out! Lucio survives. That is an amazing play there from Otterbotter as the countdown is happening. We're at 90%. Yikes!
There's like D going on the Diva. And we're going to be seeing who can do what. HS0 has the Valkyrie, but someone needs to touch. As we're going to see Destructive Dude flailing himself on the cart. Freefy with that whole hog. That's maybe all he needs. Otterbotter getting taken out by Nude. Kree, everyone on the side. They had the ults. They can finish this off, and it should look like first point going on over the side of 50cc.
Man, that was bang sanctum, man. That was nuts.
Ooh, okay. Now with that, you know, now after we've done with that, had to smoke, we can go on to the other maps.
Man, money can't buy that. All right, we're on, what is this, Village, right?
Yeah, Village. Everyone's favorite map where everything is underneath a nice hut. And you know what? They should be playing either Reaper or Mei. Just get right on into the point and then play to point.
I see one Mei, Utek. Oh no, I see Reaper and Mei. 30's not running them. What? This is silly.
You know why? You want to know why? It's because they think that Heron's going to be running a Pharah, and they're playing those mind games.
Oh man, they're doing a damn good job of it too. Documentary Death Squad is able to get onto the point right away.
Yeah, but gonna be barrier already destroyed on the side of Documentary Death Squad as they put down the lamp, but not too much. The Mei wall should give them a little bit of easing as they're gonna be ramming right into the.
What? Oh my gosh, they're okay. Bark is trying to get in the grill of the enemy team here. Documentary Death Squad is kind of falling here, but they're the first ones to cap. For some very strange reason, they weren't able to contest 50 Cent Club wasn't after the initial pick on Destructive Dude. Strange fight, but 12% is not that bad.
I mean, they did have the Mei wall up in there, and that made it so that they were able to get that much more percentage.
I saw it. Get on, man. You know?
Yeah, no. I'm agreeing with you here, Joey. But it's going to be interesting, fighting for the high ground. Both shields destroyed, not able to do too much on these Reinhardt battles because just so much damage just being popped out. McCree on the top high ground. A Visor already getting popped. Destructive Dude going to take 30 off the high ground, and that should be enough for Canuck to land the final blow. Freefy is the only one there, and they're being very skittish to just try to get anybody in there. High Noon coming out of McCree!
Big! Oh, they're gonna hold this easy. MC Ree in the back. looking at the point, popping some shots into peeps. What
And
a guy.
normally you think with the double hit scan, you're not going to be pumping that much damage for the side of, for like a Reinhardt shield or for any tanky lineup, but they're just showing that, you know, since they have the extra damage of a hog, they're just able to just pummel right on through it. Bark isn't able to do a god. Oh no, Bark is able to do his thing. Dr. Dude wasn't able to do anything, so he's going to switch on over to the D.Va. And a big shatter coming out of Bark!
Oh man.
See if they can swing away. Gets complete. Oh, there's the combo. There's the combo, but gets beated as they're going to be able to get at least 2 people down. Dr. Dude being very aggressive, trying to take out 30. He's going to elect to run away on that soldier. Briefy, being the fat sack of meat that he is, going to be holding on into the back line, but it doesn't matter because MC Re and 30, knowing that they can 1v1 these everybody else, they're just having a field day.
Oh my god. 50 Cent Club holds. Canucka's the last one on point here as he's just going to get high nooned. And that's the point. The whole map over to 50 Cent Club.
Yeah, so 50 Cent Club holding on to their first place status by just barely.
What, 0.5? Something like that?
Actually, I think it's by 2 now, but
The game.
Briefy with the hog play. Let's see what he did. Oh, with the whole hog taking out Otter, Botter, getting out, Canuck. Oh, misses the hook, but it doesn't matter because he takes out the destructive before he can even get that mech.
Yeah, man. It's those environmental kills. That's what you want. Those are the important ones. Get you
No,
some
hey.
auger.
Hey, you know what? We saw some exciting games. Wasn't a clean sweep, so 50cc was not able to get in that first place position.
Oh,
However,
you mean DDS, right?
DDS, yeah, DDS.
Yeah.
50cc. Thanks, Joey. Oh man,
I messed it up
after those
so
games.
much, man. Like,
No,
it's
you were
like-
perfect. Don't let anyone else say otherwise. You were
Oh.
perfect in your cast.
Thank you so much.
But it's gonna be interesting. This was week 8. We have week 9 and week 10. So 2 more weeks of Overwatch for these 2 teams to see who can come out on top. So obviously, we have Totes McGoats versus Pray and Spray up next. That's us, Joey.
I'll see you on the fields of Justice. Oh wait, wrong game. Whatever the fuck these fields are. I'll see you there.